Good morning, beautiful and amazing humans, and welcome back. Okay, so today we're looking at Warframe's latest update, the Duviri Paradox. And, well, I guess you could say I was not having fun the first few days. But, we'll jump right into it. Give you a little footage to watch here, some complaints, then we'll do a wrap-up at the end, and I'll give you some more cohesive and, well, level-headed thoughts. So enjoy.
Like those little bubble things? I wonder if we could get these things though.
Why does the gun not work now? Now the gun just did. Okay. What?
Like I don't have a negative of the world. This is dope. It's just a lot of the mechanics of the world are dumb. It's very dumb. Here, we did this one. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was supposed to. So you got the chest. There's a chest. It doesn't matter the size. It doesn't matter the amount, which is dumb. I think bigger fish should yield more points. Let me get it. You can do it. I have faith. What did they give you?
Okay, where's the light? Come on, game, show me the light. There it is. I guess it's working off of you anyway, so. Why does that take 5 minutes to pop up?
Bro, you really don't like it, do you?
Nothing makes sense.
Oh, I mean, I can explain it. I got how it works, like, down to a T. I understand it now. Like, after playing it, I guess after the story, I understand how this works. I don't necessarily freaking agree with it.
By nothing makes sense, I mean, my operator here has a sword, but if we hop into an area that I can use my Warframe in, my operator has a pistol only again, no sword. I try to shoot my pistol and it does nothing.
Bro, I haven't used
nothing
the entire time.
Look,
I don't.
Not
the only
a
time
thing.
is to stop like archers. I can't get too fast enough. Okay, yeah, I'm getting it. It's still dumb though. Like this is. I think I would probably be running around this place when I don't have anything else to do. If that makes sense. And I'm like, ah, damn, there's nothing I gotta level. Nothing I gotta.
Bro, the only thing that hasn't made me quit out of this yet is just that you're here.
I know, bro. You are not having a
this
good
is...
time. I know, bro. I understand you are not having a good time.
So the rule with DE, and for every Warframe update ever, should be don't play it for the first 3 weeks, because it's going to be broken. Because they won't fix their shit fast.
Casting abilities with movement speed by 100% for 5 seconds. Equipment status, blah, 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 with
like just now. I hit the button to fly on the horse, and it doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been getting on the horse. Like,
it randomly just works. Sometimes it wants to, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I seen you getting on the horse, bro. I haven't got on the horse because of that fact. Like, it wasn't as buggy yesterday, was it?
Well, yesterday we were playing the quest. The quest is polished. Everything around is just broken. And doesn't make sense.
No, when I came back in here, maybe it could be because I was by myself. It could be a lag issue. What is my ping? 74 was yours? You don't have ping up there?
No.
You don't have ping up there. Okay, yeah, I'm pinging at 70, 73 consistent. It's consistent, so I'm not tripping too much. It could be lag. It could definitely be lag. I don't know. I don't like the horse either way. Look, but I really want one of these Kubros. Why can't I come in with my my Kuburo. Because they're not evil. You can pet all the Kuburos. Like all of them. Why can't my Kuburo run around? What was that? Did you see that?
No.
Something popped up that said C on it. Like this capture C for like a half second as I was petting the dog. Okay, this one
What is this? Nothing?
3. Oh, back.
Probably nothing.
This is a thing. It's not. Oh shit.
Fucking wow.
What killed you? Like electric?
Fall damage. You know that thing that's never existed in this game? Ever? That thing that was one of the best parts of this game that it didn't exist? That almost...
Oh, I can't even get you.
No, I gotta...
Alright, so you wanna get out? Yeah, that thing. You see that?
What's that yellow thing?
Yeah.
No, I don't give a shit. Okay.
Oh, you have to be quiet.
Okay.
I don't understand. Are you frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're glitching. It's not you. I think it's just okay. I'm gonna go towards the exit just to get us out of here. See if it pulls us both.
I'm just slowly dying.
Come back.
Oh, wait, I didn't die. I went down to 1 health.
No, nigga, you're dead.
Am I? I'm
yeah,
dead?
I'm mine. I'm coming back to. I can't even revive you. Yeah, I can't revive you. I'm gonna head out to see if it pulls you with me. Could you let me fly, game? Okay. Jesus.
No, the problem is DE won't playtest a single fucking thing they make. Bro, this is a state of half the games released on opening day now. If they're like this buggy. If they're not worse.
Bro, I hope it pulls me too. Because you about to rage if it does not pull you. Dude, you're gonna lose your fucking mind.
If it doesn't pull me out, I'm not coming back to this mode for shit, I don't know, a month, 2 months, maybe ever again. It'll probably be, and honestly, this mode will probably become Lenaro. That's what I foresee in the future. Nobody plays it. Exactly. What is that? There's an update they did a very long time ago where they added a game where you can go and it's basically basketball.
Like the Flappy Bird thing and the fighting thing?
No, it's a whole, you're in your Warframe, you have a little sling and you capture the bar and you throw it into the hole and you get a point. Yay! And no one ever played it. It was pretty much unanimously hated.
Oh, thank God. I was gonna be really mad if it had a survival feature. Just pulled me out and didn't do shit for you. Bro.
Why does it put you in your orbiter?
I don't know, dude. I couldn't tell you, but
Why?
I'm about to look at this Tigris though.
Did they even like have one guy play this before they released it?
No.
Like one guy in the company. No. Did anyone in the company play this?
No, nigga. No one touched it. No one even looked at it. Blaze. Charge shower. This is prime. Electricity.
Like this is... They had this figured out 6 years ago. You don't leave the plains of Eidolon and suddenly you're in your ship. No. You go back to the place that's your loading in area.
Going for it. So did the switch weapon button work?
Yes. Now F doesn't work. Let me double check that before I say it. F. Oh, it's F, not M4. F.
Does it say that on mine? Yeah, just say F. Just something. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with yours. On mine it says F because I moved around on my whatchamacallit.
Let me ask you a question.
What up?
How long has there been a falling animation in this game?
Since I played it?
Yeah, the correct answer is pretty much since the start. So, when you're on the horse flying and something knocks you off,
Why do
you
stand
fall
in the air?
into nothing, onto an invisible ground, stand back up, and then 2 seconds later start to fall. What? How? Like, guys, you did this like 10 fucking years ago. Like, a fall animation kind of been a thing forever. Why the fuck is it like that? Who played this game before it came? Expansion, not game.
Them?
No, they didn't.
No,
They did.
no.
Red
no.
played it a couple of times on stream, and
played
that's it.
And that's the problem. They played it. That's the problem. When you look at your own art, it's hard to see the errors.
Bruh, it's not hard to see that you land in the sky and then stand up on nothing and start falling. So that was a lot. As you can tell, the first couple of days, me and Stan I Am were not having a lot of fun. We were kind of pissed off. And that's mostly because it's just, to sum up this update, it is buggy. And it is really hard to have fun when core components of the game are broken, such as combat. Combat was broken, is still broken to my knowledge. Haven't played today, but soon as you finish a bounty or whatever they're calling it, where you go through, you do the 6 missions, you fight the big worm thingy, you come back out, and your drifter gun does not work. It just doesn't work in the combat loop. You can swap to it and it will work, but being able to melee, then instantly shoot, which is a part of the combat loop when the icon comes above the dude and you gotta shoot him to stop his attack, it's basic combat loop, and it's broken. It doesn't work. And it is highly frustrating when components like this don't work. We ran into so many bugs. I don't even have all of them on camera. Boss fight freezes. The boss fight freezes. Just does. You'll be done with the wave of ads, and then it just freezes. It doesn't continue. You just sit there, and then a minute, maybe 2 minutes later, it'll start up again. Also, was definitely noticing hitbox issues. I'm clearly shooting the object. I can see my shots landing on the object. The object is not taking any damage. Not indicating that it's unable to take damage, just not taking damage. Especially when the worm is moving in the boss fight. When the worm is moving, it almost never takes any damage. I can be tracking it perfectly. I can be landing shots. No damage. The horse, or the whatever they call it. The horse, the flying horse, the Pegasi, if you will. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you press the button, you press 1 to activate it. There's no indications on the screen that it can't be activated, and it just won't work. There's several times when I'm falling through the air and I am hitting 1 repeatedly, and just nothing happens, and I hit the ground, I die, and the horse appears on top of me, finally. That is just... then what you do, you get on the horse, and you're trying to fly. Half the time, the wings don't work. I think I'm getting an average of about 3 out of 10 times, wings just don't work. any kind of anything new, your objective is going to be glitchy. It just happens. Objects sometimes spawning, sometimes not spawning. Sometimes they fix it soon. Sometimes they fix it within a couple of days. Sometimes it's like a month later. And the bloody drone that you're supposed to be following still just doesn't work. I think when planes dropped, it was like the first month, maybe 2. At least that's what it felt like. I can't say for certain, but as I was heavily in the game at that point in time, it was, I mean, when the drone popped up, you just quit out the game because it was going to get stuck. I do have some general complaints overall outside of glitchiness. The intrinsic system I hate. I always hated intrinsics. I'm not sure why when developers create what is possibly the best modding system in any game that I've played, which is the mod system in Warframe weapons, arch wings, all of it. Mods. You put mods in, the mods make things better. It's fantastic. I love it. It's been great. For some reason, they're all stuck on this intrinsic system now. It's been going on since they dropped Railjack. And for those of you that have been playing for a long time, well, you know exactly how much Railjack was terrible when it dropped. Which is kind of the theme of DE. It seems like every update is just a mess. It used to be a joke that PC players got the updates first because PC players were the playtesters, which is less of a joke and kind of just a fact. They would drop an update, you'd hop on excited, ready to play it because you've been waiting for this update for 2, sometimes 3 years, because DE can't push anything quickly. You can't get things done quickly, and it takes them years to months just to do basic little things. I mean, I can't even tell you how long we've been asking for a kick button in the game. Like, it's something so simple. Something so simple is a kick button. When you have a squad post-mission, and you don't want to have all 3 of your people have to leave and then rejoin up because this one dude went AFK at the end of the game, and you're just screwed. You gotta all jump back out, resend invites. It's just time. It just wastes time. Which, as a grown, fully functioning adult with a family, a job, multiple jobs actually, time is the most valuable thing you have. And to have it wasted is frustrating. But back to the Duviri paradox. I will say the quest was pretty good. It functioned. I didn't hit any of the bugs and glitches that the quest has had. I have read on the forums the issues people are having, and of course, looked at the hotfix notes, which didn't fix any of the things that I was complaining about. But yeah, quest functioned fine for me. Got through it. It was weird, and well, I guess that's kind of the statement for this update is weird. Like, why? Why does it? Why? I don't know. Watched all the cutscenes. I still kind of just really don't get it. It was kind of obvious from the beginning, like, oh, well, this person is just you throwing a tantrum for some reason, because I guess we have to be children, even when we're grown-up operators. It's weird. It's weird. I can't really say anything besides that. Story-wise, it was fine, I guess. It doesn't really connect to the rest of the game, which is probably my biggest complaint. Not that I particularly care. It was decent enough fun, I suppose. But the fact that they made it the alternative new player experience now is not good. It's just not good. Like, so say first time you're playing the game for the first time, and you load it, and it's like Warframe, I am who I was playing with at the same time. We were both playing it, and it took him relatively the same amount of time. The biggest difference in which one of us was farther along was just which one of us got to the next objective faster. You know, it's not really a big deal. It was easy. And we've been playing the game for a long time, so we could just run right through everything. But as a new player, like my daughter has been playing Warframe for she's got about 2 months. She's got about 2 months in it. An active playtime. She's been playing altogether about 9 months. But if my daughter clicked on it instead of playing the beginning of Warframe, she would have just a terrible time because it's just not new player material. It's easy enough, but particularly some of the things that you had to do in some caves. There's the maze thing. If you haven't played Warframe before, that'd be pretty annoying. Anyways, I don't think it was the right choice to have it as the new player experience, especially when they just redid the new player experience like a year and a half ago, something like that. They just redid the opening quest, did that new cutscene that you get. Really, they did a lot of improvements. It was much better of an opening quest than like when I started playing, which I started playing back. Well, originally I played right when the game dropped, and I hopped in, and I was like, "Oh, this is terrible." I distinctly remember being in my first like mission, and the min map didn't function. I don't even think there was a mini map at the time. There wasn't an objective marker, and it was just me and 3 other dudes, and we were all very confused. And one by one, we all just quit out because nothing was telling us where to go. We were in a room, we couldn't figure out how to get out, but it's obvious we had to go this direction. And there was nothing. There was no indicators, no nothing. We just all quit out of the game because there's nothing to do. And I played a few more times, but the game was so janky at that point in time that it just wasn't something that I needed to put my time into. But I started, what I count is really I started playing the game was back in 2016. So about 7 years ago now. A little over 7 years ago when I started playing. And new player experience was crazy. Like, if I didn't have people that were like, hey, come play with us, that would be terrible. So yeah, I don't think that Duviri Paradoxes should be a new player experience. I think it should be capped after whatever the most recent quest was, where you got Lotus back or whatever, the new war. Yeah, at least after the new war. When you complete it, and you end it, and then you click to go to the game, if you click that as a new player, and then it drops you into a game that has nothing to do with the last 3 to 4 hours that you just spent. Because I'm assuming a new player would be doing it much slower than I did. So I did around 2 hours. I don't see how that's a good thing. Like, it's almost like the devs fed into the meme about their content being confusing. And we're just like, yeah, let's turn it up to 11. Because it has nothing to do with the rest of the game. Nothing. So I get it. The devs have convinced themselves that it doesn't make a difference. Oh, it's time, and it doesn't really matter because you're outside and inside and around, and everything's different. And yeah, that's a bunch of crap going on, and you're just confused the entire time. So I guess they're either saying that this update is inconsequential to the rest of the game and the story, or it's the end. Like we've reached the end of the game, and now the game is over. Maybe a couple of small updates. It kind of feels that way. It feels like this was. It kind of feels that way. It feels like this is the step towards Soulframe, which is, the new game. So like I was saying, it's either the end of the game or a new beginning. And I don't see it being a new beginning because they're working on this other game. They're just stepping us towards the other game, which, if Soulframe has the combat of the Duviri Paradox, you may got me. If it's not a buggy mess, you may got me. Like, some of it sucks. Getting the timing on pairing is annoying, but the movement wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because Warframe's slow is terrible. Warframe's fast is fun. So the faster you go, the more fun it is for the most part. It's just not a good look. Long time ago, I guess it was 5-6 years ago now, Skill Up started playing Warframe. And by his review and his words, Warframe kind of blew his mind. Crazy. He was impressed tremendously with the devs' willingness to hold back the quest where you get the operator of the second dream. The old war. Was it the old war? I think it was the whatever. Anyways, he was very impressed with the way that the devs held back and did not put this quest closer in. They made you work for it. You went all the way through the game. Well, not made it all the way through. 2/3 of the way through the game. And now all of a sudden, the entire game changes. And now you have this whole new combat style and an operator and all these new parts that are being introduced. And it was amazing for him. And it made him want to continue playing the game. Well, ever since then, because that was back before the Plains of Eidolon. So then the Plains of Eidolon was the next big update that came, and they put it right up front on Jump Street. You don't have to really do anything. You can just hop right into the plains. And the same thing with Fortuna, and the same thing with the terrible infested planet. Yeah, they keep just dropping their content right at the beginning for new players when it really doesn't need to be a new player thing. Like, I'm not just saying that because I'm a veteran, I've been playing forever. As a veteran, I don't enjoy most of it. Most of the newer stuff. It's not, oh, I'm gonna hop in and have fun. It's annoying. There are many parts of the game that are annoying, particularly out on the plains, dealing with, and this may have changed because I haven't really delved into the open worlds in a while. And as of late, it does seem to be a little better, but for a very long time, you hop in, you get shot from every single direction by snipers, is what it seemed like. And you just get melted, and it wasn't fun. And if you weren't getting melted, the objective was getting melted. And my daughter, she goes out onto one of the open worlds, and it's just problems, one after the other. It doesn't help that most of Warframe is still glitchy. Even content that's been in the game for years just never got the love to bring it up to what it could be, what it should be. And I guess that's kind of my worry, particularly with the Duviri Paradox, because as I've played more of it, it is fun. It is fun. It kind of mostly depends on whether or not you get one specific ability, and that is the Decrees Fleet-footed, I believe it's called. That is annoying. A lot of the things that you start up, if you're doing it too fast, it just glitches out. The puzzles are, oh boy. And overall, it's fun. It is fun. They've created a decent combat loop, which is kind of the best part of the game, is in the Warframe combat loop. They've completely did a pretty good combat loop for the operator. The Drifter doesn't have the Drifter combat abilities outside of the Duviri peoples. Or whatever it is, the Duviri, whatever, the open world area. Alright, I'm gonna cut this short because honestly, I could go on for so long. And I can do a long breakdown if you guys want me to. My longer thoughts, things that really irk me, things that don't, things that are really fun. The horse is fun. The horse is definitely fun. When it works, that's kind of that's the main problem, when it works. Okay, so I guess that kind of sums everything up. Overall, I'd probably give this up to 8. For Warframe, a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. It's fun, which is a lot better than a lot of their updates. I take issue with the way they've released it, but, you know,